Hi, I'm Brett Jennings, and for the last 12 years, I've traveled the country to meet, mentor, and mastermind with some of the brightest and best minds both inside and outside of real estate. I've taken those ideas, brought them back to our team of experts, and sold hundreds of homes per year all across Silicon Valley, and this is how we do it. Brett Jennings with Real Estate Experts here, excited to connect with Michael Saldana and Amanda Vang, specifically on this path to a million, or the road to a million in GCI. I have navigated that journey myself and made it a commitment of mine to help 10 agents earn a million in GCI or more this year. And Michael and Amanda, you guys are well on your way. Thank you for joining me today.
Yeah, thank you for having us.
Cool. Well, I know that the people who are watching this, are anxious to hear, I'm sure, a little bit about your story and kind of where you've come from. And in just your fifth year in the business, you're on this trajectory to earn a million in GCI. So if you would kind of share with us, Amanda, a little bit about kind of how you got into real estate and maybe what those first few years look like, because I think we partnered up, in COVID when it was a tough year. So what was your journey been like so far, and how did you get into real estate?
Yeah, so I got into real estate because the job that I had in the past, I didn't really enjoy it. What I liked about real estate was that it all depends on how much you put into it to get whatever you're looking for out from it. So whether that is growth or money or time with your family. And so that was primarily the reason why I got into real estate. When I first started, I was with Keller Williams, and just like any new agents, the first lead generation pillar that we do is open houses. So the first year I got 2 transactions from that. And then my second year, I closed 8 deals. And then third year was about 23 deals. And then my fourth year was when COVID happened, and I closed 15 deals. And at that time, just like any other agent, we don't know what's happening. And so I remember talking to you a year prior because NECA, who's also in your office, used to be in my office with Keller Williams at that time as well. And so I saw NECA's success, and if you can take her and get her where she wanted to be, I knew that you could do the same for me too. And so when COVID happened, I decided to revisit our conversation. And just like any other agent, we're very hesitant to move, because you have a whole new environment, you don't know what to expect. So I was a little bit nervous. However, I knew that it was time for me to move on and to get someone to really help me get to where I want to be in life, because I can't be doing whatever I was doing back then for another 10 or 15 years. I don't have that time to build up the system, and I knew that you had the systems.
Cool. Awesome.
And so that's when real estate experts.
Got it. There's a lot that you touched on there, so I want to unpack some of that. You, like most agents, when they first start out, build their business from sphere of influence and open houses. So you said in your first year, you did 2 transactions. Your second year, you did 8. Do you recall where most of your business came from when you kind of were going through the growth phase? And then their third year, you did 23.
Yeah, so good question. So I forgot to also mention that I am actually not from here. So I moved out here in 2015 from Minnesota, and I didn't really have the leverage. I didn't have friends or family here. So the only way for me to get clients was to start doing open houses. So the 2 clients I got from my first year was for open house. The second year, majority was still from open house. And then third year, that was when we first started coming in, and we started participating and attending more of investment groups. And that was when we met a couple of investors. And then my fourth year was, referrals started to come in. And then towards the end of the year, we added a new lead generation pillar where we decided to do more videos and be on social media. So YouTube had helped us a lot. And then when we joined Real Estate Experts, another lead generation pillar that we added was the Zillow Flex. And that was a blessing because it also taught us how to convert online leads. And even though some people are a little bit hesitant on the referral fee and everything, but you really taught us to have the right mindset, because it all comes down to long-term relationship and the referrals that you get down the line.
100%.
Sorry, that was a lot.
No, but you gave us a really good picture of where your business has been coming from. So what's remarkable about your journey is that most agents come to the business and sphere of influence becomes one of their core pillars, and then they supplement with open houses. Well, you did not have sphere of influence, so you really had to focus on open houses and really built that up. I have to say, remarkably well for those first few years, and so then 2019 was a slight dip because of COVID. Or sorry, 2020 was a slight dip in production because of COVID, and open houses went away, but you still did 15 transactions, which is great. So let's talk about where you are today. So we were just talking before this call, right? About where your numbers are. And, by contrast, last year was 15 transactions, and already this year as we do this recording, we're just coming up on the end of June. You have 21 units closed and another 10 units pending for a total of 31 units. So you've doubled in 6 months what you did last year, which is awesome. What do you attribute, like, what's your business makeup or mix now? Like, what percentage of your business is roughly sphere of influence? And you mentioned Zillow Flex. That's has that been a good accelerator for you, or what? Yeah.
Yes. So out of the 31 deals this year so far, 10 has been from Zillow, 10 referrals, and 10 from YouTube. So it's been spread out evenly. That's
a really good mix. Like when we're working with agents and we're trying to help them optimize their business to, ideally our goal is to help people at least double their business, because most of the time they're going to come and they're having working sphere of influence and open houses. We add Zillow Flex and then help them kind of get good systems around marketing to their sphere, and then they start really capturing that. So you've done that remarkably well. So now you're on track at 25 million closed, a total of between closed and pending 37 million. So you're well on track to over 60 million in production this year. It's going to push you way past the million. How does that feel, or what's your experience like? Did you believe that was possible a year or 18 months ago, or what are you thinking? What's your mindset like?
So it feels good. So I remember when we first did our goal setting, and Michael, he always have a great vision. And when he put down like RG side to be 1 million, and I was like, how come we even get to 1 million when we're only like a 15 transaction last year? So I didn't know how we're going to get there, and I'm very conservative. And so but then I remember reading the MREA book. It says, to think 1 million, to earn, and then to net 1 million. So if you cannot think 1 million, you're never going to earn 1 million.
Yeah.
And so now just that being with you and, the environment, the people in the office, like seeing how well people are doing, if it's possible for them, like we can do it as well. We just have to put in the work and believe that we can do it.
Yeah, no, and that's where it starts. And then it's interesting. Gary Keller was a great mentor of mine, and it's exactly that. First, you have to think and believe. Think 1 million, then believe it. Then you achieve 1 million in gross commissions. Then the next level is to net 1 million in commissions, and you're already well on your way for that. But let's talk a minute or two about mindset, because I think mindset's so important, right? Like 80% of success, I like to say, is your psychology or your mindset. 20% is the mechanics, because this business, it's not easy. It's simple. It's not easy in the sense that, we just have to make sure we focus on the things that move the needle. That's talking to clients, showing property to buyers, writing offers, meeting with sellers, taking listings, and negotiating offers. Those are the core revenue generating activities. And they're not that difficult once you master those skills. But mindset is a piece where I see sometimes agents on this road to 1 million or more really kind of run into a challenge, because we can, as you've seen in this business, have some phenomenal months. You close 10 transactions in a month. And I was watching your GCI on the leaderboard. I think at one point you were almost $250,000 in, a 30 or 60 day period. And if your mindset, believe it or not, is not prepared for it, oftentimes what happens is people kind of lose focus or they lose their drive. So one of the really important things in going to that next level and sustaining that level of success is building that mindset of what we've talked about with our friend Matt, this kind of concept of whole life millionaire, right? That it's real estate's, it's just an avenue and a vehicle for us to make a living, but that living is to support this amazing life. And share with us, if you will, kind of what you and Michael have been up to in your goal setting, because it's all, the cool thing is working with you guys is you guys are like, I call you the 100%ers in the sense that you are doing 100% of what we recommend and you're having these phenomenal results. But you guys are now kind of architecting this life together. And yeah, share with us, if you will, a little bit about what that process has been like and what you're up to there, because I know you're doing some great things.
Yeah, Michael, I'll have you.
Well, it's interesting because like in our business, we've always done like quarterly business reviews. You know, we've built this business on metrics and goals, and, you know, like sitting down with you before we got started with everything at Real Estate Experts, you gave us this goal of 1 million and we broke it down. It's like 6 appointments a week, 2 hours of prospecting a day. That's all you have to do. But it was cool. Like most recently, we did this little getaway in Tahoe where we were able to kind of take those ideas and do a quarterly review on the other parts of our life, and to think about how, now that, the business is clicking, how do we take that success to, our personal life, to, to grow and to travel and to do great things, to learn great things, and to, create other things aside from business. But all in all, it's a synergy. If you're not happy outside of work, then you can't be happy in work. And, when you're a real estate agent, we work a lot. So it's important to kind of have that balance. We work, I would say, more than most people. So it's important to kind of carve out that time and really preserve that time that you have off. And, I think the flip side is that you have to have that discipline and the goals in your business to give you that latitude. If you're spending 18 hours a day working, you're not going to have any time for yourself. But if you can craft your business where you've got, delegation, you've got systems, you've got teams, you've got processes, you can work a set amount of time. You can have your time for your family, yourself, and do all sorts of great things in all of those areas.
Yeah, so some of the personal things that we worked on and what we looked at was, the first thing was fitness. We gained a lot of weight since we joined, since we got into real estate. And the reason why for that is now looking back, it's really because we didn't really eat well. We didn't really take care of ourselves. We forget to work out. I'm sure other agents can relate to that.
For sure.
And so, yeah, so we decided that, okay, in order to incorporate the Miracle Morning, the acronyms SAVERS, exercise is one thing that we need to do every morning. So we decided to join Orange Theory Fitness to have that environment, have that accountability. And so we've been going to the gym for about 3 weeks now, and we love it.
Isn't it great?
Yes, it is, to see how many calories you can burn in one day. Like not even one day, like 1 hour. It's like surprising. And so the fitness side we're working on, and then because we work so hard, we're so busy helping other people achieve their real estate goals that sometimes we forget about ours.
Yeah.
And so we are closing on a condo.
I know. Congratulations. Congratulations.
Thank you. We're super excited about that. And then also the last thing is spending time with families. Real estate can really consume all your time because we're always constantly working. And so we planned out the trips that we wanted to do with our family for the entire year. So the first quarter, my sister came into town from Minnesota. So we took a road trip to Oregon and spend a week there. And then in July, next month, we're going to Minnesota to visit my family. So, which is great because I think they only saw Michael probably once. Yeah. So it'll be the second time that they're actually seeing him again. And then the big trip that we have coming up is November, where we're going to be going to Hawaii, the Big Island. And so we already booked our airfare, our hotel and everything. And my sister, my younger brother, my sister kid is coming, and the trip is paid for. So I wanted to share that experience and also share that love, that money with them so they can enjoy that. Because if it was just them, they can't do it because they don't have what we have here where we can make what we can here.
No, so what you're talking about is really, having the ability. I mean, that's the beautiful thing about this business. We have, with real estate, especially real estate sales in Silicon Valley, I call it the Garden of Eden of real estate. We have this opportunity to earn like income that, doctors, attorneys, professional athletes can earn, and it really just it does take discipline, it takes focus, but it can be all consuming. And so I just want to acknowledge you and congratulate you on, creating this whole life millionaire concept for the two of you guys, and taking this opportunity to share that with your family, because one of the things, like, what do we do all this for? And one of my friends said, we do it so we can create time freedom and money freedom, to create magic moments with the people that we love and care about. And so, outside of just having a great life for yourself, you're now like creating that for other people. And it's awesome. And that is the mindset, this abundance mindset, this generous mindset that will keep you growing, and will keep you from stagnating and having that clarity of vision. So I just wanted to thank you guys for having faith in us and helping you guys with a plan and some systems and support and leads to take you guys to the next level, and really look forward to seeing what is in store for you in 2021 and beyond. Any other thoughts or questions? Any other thoughts in closing for anyone who is maybe a new or maybe an experienced agent that's kind of like hit a plateau, right? And they're kind of like, where would I go? What do I do, as far as like what they should be thinking or exploring?
Yeah. So one thing I would say is definitely being around people that you admire, that you want to get your business to the next level, like being around people that can motivate you. And also, I think that having a good mentor, a good coach will help in the long way. I think I completely understand that there's fears in anything that you do, but you just have to bite the bullet and just do it. Whether, that is changing office, whether that is changing your habit or having accountability. Anything you want to?
I mean, to kind of build on that, I think it's like, we need to look at real estate as a team sport. When you're an agent by yourself, you're very vulnerable. But, when you've got a team of 50 people around you that are high producers, that are in different markets, that are in the same market, and, you can bounce ideas off of them, improve your business and share your own successes, in a non-judgmental environment, that's a real way to flourish.
Awesome. Yeah. It's also true. So on that coaching piece, I mean, it's getting in an environment that where people are producing more than you will, if you're open to it, right, can take you to the next level. That's how I got to accomplish what I had, and you're doing the same. So on that note, for anyone who's listening or watching, my personal passion is coaching. So if you are at a point in your business where you feel like you're stuck and want to go to the next level, I do offer a 30-minute strategy session. You'll see it here on the blog. You can click in on that and set a time, and myself or my partner Lauren can help kind of unpack your current business and see where the opportunities are. But apart from that, I want to just thank you guys for taking the time to connect today and share about your success for these other people, and wish you guys the best in this continued journey. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you. Have a great one.